The tallest players in the NBA right now stand at 7 feet 4 inches. Wemby and Edey, but there's a 19-year-old who makes them look small. Olivier Rioux is 7 feet 9 inches, 5 inches taller than anyone in the league. He can dunk without jumping. In layup lines, he looks like a kid playing on a mini hoop. He's taller than the tallest players in NBA history. And the scariest thing? He's still growing. Remember that viral video where he met Shaq? The freeze on Shaq's face says it all, and Shaq's 7 feet 1. But here's the thing, being the tallest doesn't automatically make you the best. So just how good is Olivier Rioux actually? To answer that, we need to go back to the beginning. Olivier Rioux has been breaking records since he came out of the womb. At 5 years old, he was taller than his kindergarten teacher. By 8 years old, he was 6 feet tall. By 12, he hit 7 feet. And at just 15 years old, he became the world's tallest teenager at 7 feet 5 inches, per Guinness World Records. At 14, Rioux was already taller than elite NBA players are right now. Now at 19, he stands at 7 feet 9 inches. Born in Canada in February 2006, Rioux comes from an athletic family. His father stood 6 feet 8 inches, his mother played volleyball, and his older brother played basketball at 6 feet 8 inches. But Olivier was different. The genetic lottery hit differently. His youth footage went viral for a reason. It wasn't fair. He blocked everything. He dunked over kids twice his age. Playing in youth leagues looked like a completely different sport. Even current NBA stars were commenting on his clips, asking questions nobody could answer. But here's where Rioux separates himself from being just a tall kid. He didn't coast on his height. He played for Team Canada's youth teams every year. He traveled to Europe and joined Real Madrid's elite youth system. He consistently sought out the highest competition possible. He's been putting himself against the best at every opportunity, going out of his way to prove he wasn't just a novelty. Now, this all sounds like a blessing, right? Being that tall, that visible, that unique. When asked if being 7 feet 9 inches is a blessing or a curse, Rioux said it's a blessing. You can use it for basketball, for fame, for reaching high shelves. There's a genuine appreciation for what makes him different. But there's another side to this story. Because while his height opens doors, it also creates challenges most people can't imagine. Living life taller than everything around you comes with complications. And when you step onto a basketball court at the highest levels, being extremely tall isn't just an advantage, it's also a massive question mark. While dominating kids your own age is one thing, the real question is what happens when you face actual elite competition. That's where he needed to prove himself, and that journey started at one of America's most prestigious basketball academies. That academy was IMG Academy, one of the top basketball programs in America. They've developed countless NBA players and future stars, and they had a blueprint. Just a few years earlier, another tall Canadian came to IMG as a raw prospect. He was unranked, undersized for his position, and nobody saw his potential. He went on to become College Player of the Year twice and was drafted top 10. IMG was playing the long game and knew exactly what they were doing with Rioux. So what does 7 feet 9 inches actually give you on a basketball court? The positives are obvious. Rioux is an automatic mismatch against everyone. He goes straight to the paint, posts up immediately, creates easy shots. When doubled, he kicks out to open shooters. He's always in scoring position near the rim without even jumping. On defense, he's an elite shot blocker who alters everything. Teams have to completely adjust their entire offense just because he's on the court. Here's something crucial. Unlike most extremely tall young players who are rail thin and fragile, Rioux is filled out. If you didn't know his height, you'd think he's normally proportioned. That's huge for his long-term development. But here's where it gets complicated. Once you hit 7 feet 6, lateral quickness drops significantly. Players at 7 feet 4 can still move well. At 7 feet 6 and above, it's different. Rioux moves better than expected, but he can't cut quickly and takes several seconds to fully accelerate. If a rebound is just outside his standing reach, there's a good chance he won't get it in time. Throughout competition, quicker players often grab loose balls near him. Injury risk increases with height. Playing long stretches is more difficult. At IMG, Rioux started in blowout, minutes only. As high school progressed, he earned more playing time. Daily routine, weight room, endurance training, skills coaches, personal nutritionist. The challenge wasn't rebounding or blocking shots. It was keeping up with pace and holding up for entire games. By high school's end, Rioux was a 3-star recruit, ranked 305th nationally and 55th among centers. That successful tall Canadian, he was ranked similarly. Scout reports were nearly identical. Takes up space, doesn't move well, needs coordination development. So he had the tools, the development program, and the blueprint. But ratings are one thing. Real competition against elite prospects is where you actually prove yourself. And fortunately, we got to see exactly that on the international stage. The international stage is where we really got to see Rioux against elite prospects. And the results tell an interesting story. 2021 FIBA Under-16 Americas Championship was his first major test. At just 15 years old, Rioux was a starter throughout the tournament. In 6 games, he averaged 8.3 points, 10.3 rebounds, and 2.5 blocks per game. In the quarterfinal against Puerto Rico, he put up 10 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 blocks. But his best performance came in the semifinal against Team USA. This roster was stacked with future top 10 NBA draft picks. And Rioux held his own. 12 points, 12 rebounds, 4 blocks in 25 minutes, shooting 5 of 8 from the field. Canada lost but won bronze. In the third-place game, Rioux contributed 10 points and 6 rebounds in just 17 minutes. At 15 years old, against elite competition, he was productive. Not dominant, but solid. Fast forward to 2023 at the FIBA Under-19 World Cup. Now 17, Rioux was one of the younger players in an absolutely stacked tournament. France had the number 1 and 2 picks from a recent NBA draft. The USA had multiple lottery selections. This was a different level entirely. Rioux played significantly less. He averaged just 3.2 points, 3.4 rebounds, and 1 block per game. But here's the thing. He made 7 of 8 field goal attempts. In his one game, with 10-plus minutes against Japan, he scored 10 points on 5 of 6 shooting with 5 rebounds. When he got opportunities, he was efficient. Against the best prospects in the world, he showed flashes. Then came 2024, the FIBA Under-18 Americas Championship. 3 years older, expectations were much higher. This was the perfect opportunity to show his IMG development. He didn't take the leap. Rioux started most games, but played limited minutes, only short bursts of about 3 minutes at a time. He averaged just 9 minutes per game. His stats, 4.5 points, 4.5 rebounds, 2 blocks per game. No standout performances. You can only do so much in limited playing time. Canada had multiple good scorers and didn't need him to dominate. But the question remains, was it conditioning limits or coaching decisions? The international verdict. He can play against elite competition, but he's not dominant yet. His efficiency is decent when given opportunities, but he needs to prove he can play extended stretches. By high school's end, the verdict was clear. Intriguing, potential, but raw. And that's what made his college decision so interesting. Because while schools across the country were interested, he chose to join a program that was about to become national champions, but not as a key player. At least not yet. Rioux generated interest from schools across the country. History shows that players 7 feet 6 inches and taller have found success at the college level, so there's no reason he couldn't be the same or even better. He had offers from multiple schools, but decided to stay in Florida and join the Gators. Important detail, he joined as a preferred walk-on, meaning playing time wasn't guaranteed. During the 2023-24 season, Florida was really good. The plan was to ease Rioux in over time, but his popularity became a problem. Sitting on the bench, fans would chant his name, desperate to see him play. His presence became a distraction, so both parties agreed. Redshirt the season. As his coach said, I didn't want to burn a year of his eligibility for 30 seconds. I had his best interest at heart. Instead of playing, Rioux practiced, scrimmaged, and learned the system. And here's what happened. Florida went 36-4 in the regular season, won their conference title, and won the national championship. He got to experience the whole journey, be part of a championship-winning team, and see up close what it takes to succeed at that level while practicing daily with future NBA players. Now, Florida's looking to defend their title, and Rioux will have a bigger role. The NIL opportunities are massive with the media attention and championship spotlight. He'll start his active college career with elite experience, top academy, national team medals, and a championship program. Remember that tall Canadian from IMG? He was also a 3-star recruit, ranked 75th among centers. Started just 2 of 28 games as a freshman. No one thought he'd become College Player of the Year. He won back-to-back National Player of the Year awards, led his team to the national championship game, got drafted top 10, and just had a solid NBA rookie season. That player is 5 inches shorter than Rioux. So what is Rioux right now? A very raw prospect. His finishing ability needs major improvement. His footwork needs work. He's made really difficult shots and missed really easy shots. But he does some things well. Defenders foul him constantly trying for blocks. He's a decent free throw shooter. Shot 69% in one tournament. His shot form looks pretty decent. Smart choice. He doesn't attempt threes or shots outside the paint. If he ever develops a three-point shot, he could actually be unstoppable. His defensive impact is undeniable. Defenses have to completely focus on him. It takes 3 guys to box him out. That attention opens up everything for teammates, and his frame is impressive, more filled out than most extremely tall young players. He should be a 4-year college player. He's still just 19. When draft eligible, he'll be 23 to 24 years old. That's years to work on his body, conditioning, and skills. He's a hard worker who genuinely wants this. And actually, we just got our answer about playing time. On November 7th, Rioux made his college debut against North Florida, becoming the tallest player in college basketball history to play. Then on November 22nd against Merrimack, he scored his first career point on a free throw and grabbed his first rebound, making him the tallest player to ever score in college basketball history. Will he get consistent minutes? If he keeps developing, who knows what might happen? So we've covered his entire journey, from viral sensation to international competition to national championship program. But there's one question everyone really wants answered. Is he actually going to make the NBA? Here's the reality. In 2025, being tall isn't enough for the NBA. These players get targeted on defense constantly. Guards pull them out, blow by them in pick and rolls. Centers shoot threes now. Despite basketball being a tall man's sport, there is such thing as being too tall. But here's what makes Rioux different. We've never seen a basketball player this tall who can actually hold his own against top talent. He's functional, he's working, and he'll be 23 to 24 when draft eligible. Years to develop. I'm being optimistic. I believe one team will take a chance. Either way, I'm rooting for him. But what do you think? Will he make the NBA? And remember, hype the video and subscribe for more breakdowns like this.